Hi everyone and welcome to the Pop Keto Kitchen. We thought we'd do a little bit of a different video today. We've had a couple of people ask about keto replacement. So today we're going to look at replacing rice in dishes. Now one of the reasons we're looking at rice first is because it's actually really high carb. So a cup of rice is about 45 to 55 grams of carbs depending on how you're looking at it. So being able to replace that with cauliflower, which is only about 5 grams of carbs for a cup, is a massive difference in a meal. Especially when you're looking at only having 20 to 50 grams of carbs per day, a cup of rice could just put you completely over that, plus whatever you're going to eat during the day. So in a minute, I'm going to show you my favorite way of cooking cauliflower rice, but first of all, I just want to show you some of the ways that it comes. Now, a lot of the supermarkets around here now do pre-riced cauliflower, which looks a little bit like this. You can see that it's pretty much just cut up into little tiny bits. Now the instructions on how to cook these on the packaging can vary, and some of them aren't the greatest idea. Now some of them suggest cooking them in the microwave, which you can do, but it's just not that great afterwards to eat. Another mistake that people make when they're cooking cauliflower rice is trying to cook it like rice with the right amount of water and then cauliflower rice. It's just not the same thing. Now, if your local supermarket does not stock cauliflower rice, it's easy to make yourself. All it really takes is cutting it up into small pieces and putting it into a food processor or something like that. Also, one thing to note is that when you do cut it up, you can actually use the stems of the cauliflower as well. They're really good and they work really well on this. You might just want to cut some of the skin off the outside, but the rest of it is good to go. Now we don't have a full-on food processor. We've just got one of these little ones that's powered by a stick mixer. So we're just going to pop this in there and give it a go. Now you'll see you'll get bigger bits and you'll get smaller bits, but that all adds to the texture. Easy as. Now a good sized cauliflower should give you enough to serve 4 people for one meal. Now I've also heard that there's a way to do cauliflower rice by grating it. So I want to give that a go. I've never done it before. Let's see what happens. Just got my grater and the cauliflower here. Now I haven't got too far with that. I can already see there's going to be quite a difference between the grated and the processed cauliflower rice. I'm going to stick with the processed cauliflower rice, but something like this might be good to try a hash brown recipe with, and that is an idea that I'm going to file away for later. Cool, so we have our cauliflower rice. Now I'm going to show you how to cook it. All right, so we're going to start with about a tablespoon of coconut oil. And we're going to let that heat up. Now coconut oil is a great alternative to frying things in. We fry coconut flour in it, we fry chicken in it. We use it when cooking things like pancakes or waffles. It's really tasty. All right, so that's warmed up. We're going to scoop some of this in now. Let's just do it this way. Oops. So we're going to fry it off. Hopefully get a little bit of a brownness to it. It helps bring out like a nuttiness to the flavor, and it's just so much better than overboiling it as if you would rice. I usually let it sit there a bit. Try not to overload your pan too much, because when you stir it around, you're trying to flip it over, otherwise you're just going to spill it everywhere. Yeah, that's it. Look at that. That's starting to happen now. Just going to move this aside. There we go. Look at that. So we might serve this with stroganoff, or as an accompaniment to Thai, or some of those sorts of meals. With a curry is great. Pretty much anywhere you'd use steamed rice, you can use this. So I've got that toastiness happening. Now I just wanted to heat up a little bit more to make sure it's cooked through. Right now it's just a little bit too firm, but it won't take too much longer. Look at that. Brilliant, that is done. Pop it in here. Brilliant. See how it's got those little toasty and crusty bits in there, amazing. And I'm just going to pop a little bit of coriander on the top. Boom, cauliflower rice. It really is that easy, and that took way less time than it would as well if you were making boiled rice or steamed rice. Cool, so now that we've got that done, we can look at taking it a step further, and let's have a go at some fried rice. All right, let's start again with a bit of the coconut oil. In that goes, that's about a tablespoon. Let that melt a little. From there, we're going to fry up a little bit of leftover chicken that I'm putting in as proteins. This is a little bit of grated ginger and garlic that I've already done. Release the fragrance from that. That's starting to do its thing. All right, now I'm going to put in some cauliflower rice. It's probably going to be enough for 1 or 2 people. Probably about a cup and a half, 2 cups of cauliflower rice that I put in there. Now while that's there, that's going to take on the flavors of the ginger and the garlic as well, so that's going to be beautiful. And just like when we were cooking the cauliflower rice on its own just before, we're letting it brown up a little. Right, so that's still got a little bit of browning to go, but I'm going to throw in a chopped spring onion at this point. Yeah, there we go. Starting to brown up real nice now. These aside. So with any good fried rice, you're going to have some egg in there. Here's an egg that I've lightly beaten. What I'm going to do is make a bit of space in the middle of the frying pan. I'm going to chuck this in there. That's a nice high heat as well. Scramble that up. Yeah. And then I'm going to mix it through with the cauliflower rice and all the other ingredients. Now I'll put chicken in this, you could put prawns in this, you could put a bit of nice roast pork, would be great. All right, and the last thing we're going to do is finish it off with a bit of saltiness. I'm using a little bit of soy sauce. Stir that around a bit. Just turn the heat off. I'm going to let the residual heat just work its way through. And then we serve it up. Got a few bits of spring onion that I've put aside to garnish. Boom. Special fried rice. Last thing to do is to taste it. Probably should have tasted it while I was cooking. Oh, brilliant. Love it. So there you go, special fried rice keto style. Now by simply replacing your white rice with some cauliflower rice, you're dropping a massive amount of carbs out of that, and that's a good portion as well. So there you go, hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please give the video a like and feel free to share it around. Subscribe to the channel and we'll keep these videos coming. If you've got another sort of replacement that you'd like to see us deal with, pop it down in the comments below. And if you're going to do it yourself, tag us on Instagram. We are popketo_, but if you tag popketo, we'll find it. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.